Hello and welcome. Well, Ray stops play. It does. So, I thought, well, we've got our, we have this only little one, but I thought what we're going to do is we're going to shift the animal scene. Yeah, I think we've done everything. Let's just check on all of I think we did everything. I can't remember whether we did all of I know obviously 20 and 21. Let's just go up and see what's growing, and I think that was just, it was ploughed. Whether, I can't remember, I don't think we ploughed it, and it's grass the other half, and yet we just gone up top to do that half as a grass field. It's not very big though. Yeah, it's not. I was wondering, but it's too small. I was thinking, well, do we just join and make a narrow? And I thought, no, it's too narrow. It really is. And the field across the road is a monster. So I would like a grass field, but to me, if we're down this end, we've got 1, 2, 3 extended fields. I just think we ought to do another field down there, but not grass. But if that is the case, we've obviously got the BGA, got that bit of land there. Now we know that, but it's taken up by a massive hole, so there's nothing we can do with that really. So I'm wondering, do we buy 27 and make it into a grass field? It is ploughed. There would have been a time when that would have been double that. So I think we will. And I think we're going to have that as a grass field. And if that other triangle is probably going to be just... in fact, we can use one of them. Imagine, that is a fast tractor. Right, we need to go and grab... Remind me, where is the animal transport? Select. Show on map. I think it's down at the store. I don't think I brought it up. So I think, yes it is, right, I'm going to go into a time lapse because we can only move 6 at a time. I don't normally do this, but we've got to do this really because this is what we're doing. So I'm going to say my words, we're going to shift those in, then we're going to feed them, and then we shall see what we shall see. So yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Look at the reflection on the road. Is that not absolutely amazing? Celobuki's done an absolutely cracking job, really has. Anyway, yeah, I'm gone in my time lapse. Speak to you soon. Now then, before I crack on, I'm going to check, because I've had this and it didn't work on the last 2 Let's Plays that I actually did. So I think this has, I don't think this has water. Doesn't say anywhere it has water. We're looking in the wrong one. This is the one. 6, milk straw slurry, TMR. I'd like to do it so that we can see if it works with this 6 rather than me lug most of those others and then it doesn't work. So with that in mind, TMR. Now last time I did this, I couldn't find where to do it. So we're going to switch. No, let's grab some TMR first. I'm going to do what I would always do in this particular situation, which is I've always done this for these. We've got a TMR point and straw, where we're storing straw, we're storing TMR, just as you would in real life, where you've got a lot of little mini silos, but obviously we know in the game it's a little bit different. But yeah, I'm going to stick down an H2 Studios, and that is just going to be our little, well, they are mini silos, let's be honest, that's exactly what this is. It's a mini storage silo. Yes, we know it does far more than that, but yeah, I did like some of that. Okay. So, yeah, it's happy with that. And that's as flat as a pancake. Smashing. Right. So now we need another. I don't care if this entire session is spent in doing that. Now, I don't care what trailer we use. Yeah, let's just jump in. I want to see. That's TPS. That's not much use to us. We want an actual trailer with capacity. I know the ones, the two at the top. Yeah, the lorry's got one, hasn't it? Oh, the top. I'm sure we've got more than that. What is that one? Oh, the other's a forage wagon. It's got to be. I thought this was another stone pickle. It's got to be the forage one, isn't it? I wouldn't buy two of them. Yeah, it is as well. Right, so that's the forage pickle. So we're going to be doing that in a big way. We've bought the mower. Got some liquid herbicide. Right, okay, so I would say then, how many trailers have we got? I apologise for this, because obviously I think it's just the lights. Oh no, we have got the 70 as well. Where are you? That would be probably the very best. I think it's up with the John Deere's, and it won't flash, will it? Because it's on the John Deere. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, how that works now? It doesn't show you the flashing because it's connected to the John Deere. Now then, the other thing is, we've obviously, I mean, not that we're worried about money, I don't mean it funny, we've obviously done terribly well, but when do the wood chips actually sell well on this? Is it December as normal? It's January. So it is January, right, okay. Well, let's get this back, let's drop, no, this is ours, isn't it? This is our, yeah, I'm sure it is. I do like the colour I've chosen. So 52 tonnes of wood chips is what we've got. So we're going to take this out, empty out. Ooh, this is not liking this. The light's also 60 tonner, but this would be easier. Although obviously it's not really the best tractor. I didn't choose my tractor very well, did I really? Although truthfully, other than the Biggie, we've not got monstrous tractors. I mean, yeah, I can't remember whether we've got the 250 or the 350. It's been a while. I did do a session last week as well, but probably I'm best to go straight down actually. Well, that's a bit of a long. It's not necessarily a long trek. Depends. What's that saying about favours the brave? Well, there is a bit of a shortcut for those who don't mind going round like little bits and bobs. For those who know about this does lead. I wouldn't want to come up with this type of load with this, but going down, that I don't mind. It's beautiful as well. Really is gorgeous. Love being back. Should be on around the world in 80 days, but I've done a few sessions and a few big sessions as well. So yeah, it's the end of the week, and thought rather than go on other maps, as is frequently my want at the weekend, I thought, should we just do some sessions on like Ravenport and Palenye? And if I've still got, yeah, I don't want to be doing too much. I had said that these were sort of like an added bonus, you could say. Right, silos, we have got one. This hasn't sprouted yet, so we can sort of pop this across and we'll swap tractors. In fact, the tractor we need is down there already. Let's stick this in the silo if it's got enough steam to run up the hill. Yeah, physics have changed quite a bit, so it's not. Yeah, look, what is this? It's a 175 or a 250? I can't remember. I thought it was a 250. I might be wrong. Actually, that is not a bad vehicle for doing this. it's not popping because I'm not actually on the right thing. Right, let's leave this and we'll let the truck, because that's a 750 horsepower beast of a machine. So we will grab that, and not only that, it's also terribly fast. Yeah, I hate the way that it does that, where the straps obviously go over the full thing. Obviously, yeah, and then of course it starts to, yeah, do that. I'm gonna have to strap it. The realism, I would wish I couldn't, but I suppose we could do that. That is true. Yeah, you can sort of, if you do it right like that, yeah, you refill the auger wagon, and then you could empty that out, that little bit in there, and then at least it doesn't look odd, does it? It's a bit better. Right, smashing. Well, yeah, I know it's raining, but yeah, the realism. Let's wash out after the fertilizer and the I keep wanting to call wood chip sawdust. It's twice now I've almost like said sawdust. Well, yeah. Let's take this back. And let's get some food. Hopefully these will be okay. Then we'll get... I think what I'm going to do is exactly what I was trying to do on Polenier. Now, the animals went totally wrong on that, and I'm going to have to shift them back to the original husbandry, because for some reason the map doesn't like, or doesn't like on the field that we've done it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to try another, or I might go for that mod where you can increase your limit of your animals, just so that we can have more animals without having to move from the original one, if it'll let me. Yeah, May7 Studios is a cracking modder from the old days that's also now, yeah, done two beautiful maps. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, May7 Studios had a lot to do with my favourite map in FS19. I contacted them on their forums a while back, yeah, about the original modder that made Sudbury Meadows, but they didn't know where the modder was. But yeah, that's when I touched base with May7 Studios and saw some of the downloads that you could sort of get from them, which were quite fantastic. Right, so we just want to buy, this is just testing, because I don't know where. Yeah, last time I tried this, it was on a map, but the map wasn't working for animals. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure before we do the long haul, we actually can, yeah, put some food in, really. Doesn't have to be a lot either, it's just so that we can find, and some straw. We need to find the two. This is my favourite animal enclosure. Right, straw, no, let's go food first. You would actually do that. And it doesn't matter, it's not about amounts. It should, no, I'm sure, first time I did this, it's there. But when I reversed up on the map that wasn't working, it didn't actually appear. Right, okay. Let's be clever though and actually stick zone markers on. If it doesn't work on this though, I'm going to begin to think that it's nothing to do with, you know, it's showing the dump mark there. Now, again, I'm willing to go in the field as well as like out, but I'm sure when I used this the first time, it had absolutely no problem with this. Now, normally you have to go up like at right angles, like that. I also tried to use a, oh, hang on a minute, did that actually say something then? No, but it didn't do the tip. That's what we're looking for. Let's stick this on as well to be thorough. I did this as well and nothing ever popped at all. Yeah, I also tried like grabbing a bucket and sticking it in the old-fashioned way. It didn't like that either. I mean, as in like it tipped on the floor, even though I was right over this. So If this is a bust on this, I'm going to have to think that something's not quite right with the actual mod, and I'm going to have to remove the red barn pack, which is a bit of a shame. Because it can't be always the map, can it? I mean, it's no good having a shed that really you can't have animals in. There are plenty of others, and we will, of course, employ one of those if my favourite doesn't actually work. I'm hoping it does, but... I mean, and this was placed with no V mode. This was the best I've ever seen this go down. So there was no shenanigans. Right, well, it's not liking that at all. So that's a bit of a blowout. Oh, that's such a shame. Right, okay. There's nothing else in this, is there? I apologise for leaving the gate open, but this is a... It's definitely a tip mark. You don't take out, it's got to go in. Right, okay, this is testing now. Let's... Have we actually got a bucket? That is actually a point. I don't know that we have. I think we've... No, we weren't that far in the Let's Play where we could do that. So I'll tell you what we're going to do is we are going to reset the shop one. I wouldn't normally do this, but this has really gone into the realms of testing now to see whether is this mod actually still working. Because it did do. Right, we also need to hide that or you'll shout at me. And we also need to buy a bucket telehandler. And doesn't really need to be big again. But if it does start to work, then I would want one so I don't keep faffing around. So I'm going to go for my JCB favourite. We'll go for the slightly bigger one. And touch type, yeah, no, it is that. And we're going to lease it. And then we're going to reset that because I don't think we're going to need. As I open the animal dialogue. Alright, so we're going to go and we're going to grab a bucketful from the H2 Studios, and we're going to try to put some of that in there. But last time all it did was, obviously we all know that you don't get the mark, you don't get the like a tip mark, you just have to like, it's a journey of faith. But we can all see that I'm well and truly over that. What happened last time was it just went straight on the floor like that. You can see it at the back, and then if you go in the animals, it's the 6. Yeah, you can see that all we're doing is tipping it into nothing. So it is with great regret that unfortunately FS2 modding, this appears, this is the 3rd map that I've tested this and absolutely was found wanting. So let's grab these animals out before we do anything else, and unfortunately go with, when I say unfortunately, there are lots of cracking, but it's such a shame that yeah, we've been a bust, because this really is, I think it's the most beautiful one of all of the ones, but it no longer works. Something's not right with it. So right, let's grab that. It's a real crying shame. I've got to presume then now, after trying this on 4 maps, that this is a bust, which is a real crying shame. Let's do this properly this time. Let's move our animals out and let's open like that. Open the animals, grab them and move to the trailer. Yes. And let's shut doors before we go through the gate and like wreck them. And let's unfortunately call the builders in, or the demolition squad, should we say, to actually remove this. We will remove it because we don't know whereabouts it's going to go, and we also going to need, unfortunately, to waste a bit of cash by doing that. So there we go. So then who are we going to go with? And I mean, obviously I'm presuming this, I have had this work once a long time ago, but again, it's the sort of animal enclosure that's very, very large. So with that being the very first time that I'd actually managed to place that without the V mode, I thought, well, if this is going to work, it is going to work now, surely. I do want this to be big, and we can for once actually afford it, but it's the size. Why it overlaps again? Oh, let's shift the lorry and that out, and the tractor, because we had this before even with that one. So let's move these well out the way. I don't think we've left any sign of our what is the telehandler? No, telehandler's on the bank, so I can't see that being a problem either. Do you know, this is seriously, I don't know what this is. I've never known animal enclosures to do things like that. That's really crazy. It's very disappointing when you've got a favourite like that that just refuses to work for whatever reason. I've got the new zooming mod where you can zoom really far out and really like to the floor. It is amazing, but you do get used to the way things are. Oh my life. Ooh, now that is a beaut. I think most of the things we need is over this side, but it does look like it's not quite going to actually fit. As a player, overlapping with another object. Looks like the skirt is a little bit too big. I don't dare put it in V mode. I mean, I have got that mod, but I have not got it on. Well, I've not got it in. I thought, but I suppose there are some times when really just increasing the number probably is the way to go. I mean, I have got the Brummy Farmer, but it's my favourite, as in like it's what I use the most for this type of thing, and it also takes an awful lot of filling. It really does. Milking with fence, cow pasture with milking barn. I think this is the one that I tried one time before, and it's not got enough capacity to feed the animals. 100 pieces, 200, 200. Yeah, it's only 200. I'd like to go a bit bigger. 6,300. Now I've used the Camelosses a lot. 200, 100. This would be 100, 80, 104. See, it's got to be bigger, or what's the point in doing it? This is the monster, and it's not that large, and it's very reasonable. But again, I've used that on so many Let's Plays. I really wanted to try another one. That's a bit expensive, and both of them really. 45. We could go with my Royal Christie, my old number one. That's 490. It's as close to that, and it's so very reasonable. And we've also got the new water mod now, so let's just see, is there anybody else? That's the one we just had, which was a total blowout, which is rather a shame. 45. 150. 150. 105. 245. No, that's what it. Yeah. So it's either Chumpy Farmer or my old. Now that isn't that amazing? That was such. Oh, why? Because it's a skirt. This has got like a skirt again, like the other, or right the way around. So if we're gonna this time do this so we can put more down here, we could sort of go there. And if this doesn't work, now then really we need that the other way. Yeah, you've got to get to the back because it's got this slurry point on it as well, but that's, and you can drive all the way through. Let's say that's tree might be in the way, but at least we can put other things down is what I'm thinking. But I've got the skirts. I can always delete it straight away if it doesn't quite work. Now then, now there is that new mod, and we are going to, because we're going to do what it suggests, which is to save the game to make sure that we when we put this water thing down that it doesn't destroy or do damage, or that it actually works. Yeah, we're going for a massive water tank, which is, again, I've always, when this dropped, I thought, it's about time this actually did. Now, yeah, it can't go on the skirt. It's got to be like that. Also, we need manure, so we'll do both at the same time. I think we'll do that on this side. Yeah, now this, it doesn't always work on this. It's a bit temperamental. Sometimes have to go just outside, and then it doesn't always actually connect. So, first things first, did the water actually go onto it? Oh, we don't know, because we've not put any animals in. No, that's true. Now then, does that connect to my cow pasture? Very infrequently does this actually connect first time, but it has this time. Fantastic. Let's stick those animals in and see if that water has... Oh, I never shut the doors. Good job we've got well-behaved cows. My bad, I could have sworn I'd done that. Right, so then. I don't know what the open animal menu is on this. Imagine that's my... Is it Grabfeld the one that does this or not? I can't remember, that doesn't sound right. Select, move to husbandry, yes. Now we should see water or not. It should. One way or the other. We have smashing 1 billion litres of water. Should never run out. So that was the weakness of this. Was the food was all right, although when you've got 500 and odd, it really does. It is struggling. When you've got 500 and odd adult cows, should I say? Right, let's switch those markers off. And this time we're going to move the rest of our cows, and I am going to go straight into that time lapse. And finally, we have a husbandry that actually works. So yeah, let's give them a bit of food while we're waiting. Oh, we also need to stick a... Now, having done this before, I'm going to do what I did one other time, which is... Yeah, I did fine-tune this a little bit in Western Wilds, AJ's map. So if we stick that, what I did was I got that over the edge like so. It doesn't like that water thing. If we stick that like that, it should be able to reverse straight under the nozzle. Is what I used to do before. So let's just stick 70 tons. Well, yeah, let's fill this. Take that in. I'm going to time lapse it. We're going to feed and straw and grab the rest, the other half of our animals, and stick them in here. We're going to use the original one as a nursery, but we're going to use them split. So as they're getting older, then obviously we're going to bring in more into this one as the main enclosure. But right. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I've had 50 new cows ordered, as you can see, so I've got 100 in here. Obviously we've still only got 70%, like half of those are going to give birth. I don't mind it being like stilted like that, so we've got, why does it show? Oh, because the health's different. Yeah, what they're going up. Those that have been in here longer are going up, so yeah, it will be 50 that will obviously be, and they will be totally okay. 50 new ones which always come with 0, so yeah, I'm that's gonna zip through to, well, yeah, let's see when the weather breaks, because the one thing I'd like to do is at least 11 o'clock. Right. Oh, it's supposed to be any second now then. I'd like to at least plough the field and make that bigger, and also if necessary grab any trees out the way on this bottom end. Smashing, that is fantastic. Nope. Yeah, actually you really are, although you've done a lot of the work, heavily are suited to be the one. So we've got 100 in this one and 50 in the other one. Oh wow, those roads have dried nice and quick. Very, very good. So we're going to need allow create fields. And yeah, we're just going to extend this a little bit. And going to rip the grass up, and it isn't. It's yeah, first growth stage. So I think, yeah, we're going to plant a massive grass field. So I know it's a bit of a pain, but I don't want to miss anything out. I'm trying to think till we go vegetables, but we've not got. Yeah, we're still a little bit short on. We've not got a harvester even. I know we can afford one. What I'm saying is we've not got one. There's a lot of things we don't have, even though there are quite a few things that we do. So yeah, it's there's a lot still to buy. We've got a forage wagon, which is going to be very useful for doing the grass fit at the top. We've got the HX20, so we've got windrower stroke grabber forage wagon. Right, plough is right here. Allow create fields. Which way are the rippers? That away. Do love this place. It's quite amazing that it's sort of like folds to a 3 meter as well, so you can do the little bits but also do the big bits. It's fantastic. Allow great fields. Yeah, so we're going to join these two, but this bit over this side can actually be extended very slightly. It's going to obviously be a bit, no, I'm not going to time this, but this is probably, it's going to be, yeah. Oh, did I just take the allow great fields off? I think I did. Why did I do that? I just literally just took that off. Oh, do you know, seriously sometimes. Yeah, so we're going to do a length down here, then another one I should say we'll get away with, but it's going to come in at an angle. So there's only, I think, about the one width which we can do, which is going to narrow. In fact, yeah, let's lift it slightly and start to narrow in about now, because otherwise there's going to be no headland on this bit over here. We don't want that. It should roughly intersect at the corner, roughly. I am nudging, I admit that, yeah, because it is something you can do. It's something I remember Frithgar, you can't rip round a corner like the workers do, but yeah, no, it's alright. We may as well just carry straight on to that. But I'm not going to do much. I think we can do. No, leave a bit of turnaround. I suppose we could have done half. We need to scan this as well. Even if we did buy it all, we'd scanned it before. I think we have got a scanner on this, haven't we? I'm sure we have. I don't think this was one where we actually were leasing. I think we just literally bought it. Alright, so let's do this, and then we'll just extend this field. Next time we're going to literally plant whatever we want to plant. I think I'd wanted, my gut was vegetables, but I think, to be honest, we'd have to have a vegetable harvester and a normal harvester. So this year I think we're just going to literally do normal crop types. So I think there's no, it goes uphill. It's a bit awkward, so I think we'll leave that alone. You can probably do, this is, yeah, it's about as good as it gets because it goes uphill quite heavily. Now you might be able to, but again it is a bit hilly. Might be able to get away with a full plough just down here, and it's not that close to the one above, so I think probably one plough's depth here, width even. Yeah. The depth wouldn't be very far really, so width I think is probably more like it. So yeah, if we do one width all the way down to the corner, and I think we'll probably get with either one more down the bottom or maybe half a one. Let's have a look, and then next session we'll get the grass field planted. We need to get the scanning done, but we can at least, that's a point, have we got the 18 metre or the 12 metre? I can't remember. We've got the 12 metre. Oh, brilliant. We've got the one that actually fertilises. I thought we did have, because I saw down at the shop the liquid fertiliser. So, yeah, I think we can probably get away, again, going in at an angle. So, we do want it straight to begin with, though. Yeah, we might have to remove that one tree. And then, if we angle in like, say, that, and just go straight, we should, with a little tiny bit of gentle persuasion and nudging, sort of meet that about at the edge of the, or the end of this field, I should say. Got to nudge a little bit though, and we'll just, yeah, we'll rip that bit of field as well. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that's about as good as it gets. If we just take this off, I think then we should be able to plant this. And one more. Got stones, but if these are small stones, we're not going to worry about it. We'll roll them in with our planter. I do love that. Got to be honest, it's because it's got the built-in roll. I know you can mulch with it as well. I'm not that enamoured of that, but the roller makes it quite a spectacular. If you go for the 18, not that all maps suit it really, it's a bit too big for obviously quite a few small to mediums, but for large maps it's brilliant because it does the fertilising, it does the seeding, and it does the rolling as well, so it really does make it exceptionally 3 tools in one, which are quite good. So let's have a look. Yeah, we did yellow stones, yeah, so we can do it. Fantastic, that is brilliant. So let's have a look at growth. Yeah. Yeah, all 3 of our fields are growing. What did we plant? We did sunflowers, sugar beet, and wheat. So I think, what are we going to plant? Hang on. I think we're going to do a field of oats. I do like oats a lot. It's such a short crop. It really is amazing. Yeah, I didn't used to like it, and then all of a sudden it's become my favourite crop. It also makes the best flour in the game, so it's win-win. So yeah, we'll do this as oh, we haven't got oats already, have we? Sure we haven't. No, we haven't. No, that's wheat definitely. And yeah, we will. Are we going to do the animals quickly? I think we're going to take the. No, actually, if we take the Maxim, because that's the jack of all trades, it'll do everything up this end. I think we'll take the little Massey. I'm not sure if that can cope with it. I don't think it can have a front loader. So, do we need a front loader down that end? We need it up this end to do the wool. We ought to also keep an eye out, because I think it's soon the wool, or should I say the clothes, in Nanny's, Granny's knitwear. So let's just quickly grab. Let's round the session out. Next time we're going to do all the planting and seeding. But this one has really mainly been about shifting the cat, and boy did that take a while, 6 at a time. Yeah, if we get another bigger one in the sales, or next time if we need to shift more, we will do so a little bit more. Yeah, we'll have to buy a bigger one. But I just thought, no one's going to buy it and then not use it. Just use it. Oh wow, 10 tons, amazing. Let's have a look to see how Granny is doing on knitting for us. Is it outside? I keep forget. No, that's where the pallets spawn. I think it's on the right. It's a while since I've used this. There we go, in front of now. That makes perfect sense to me. So then, how is Granny doing with her knitting needles? She is doing... Ooh, 7. Oh, fantastic. Alright, so then, when is the best time to sell said clothes? I think it's soon. It's May. So, wow. See, that's what I'm saying. They're absolutely no trouble, sheep. Absolutely no trouble. Really are. I love sheep a lot. I do. Fantastic. Right, let's drop this. Yeah, we have already got all the little massy up this end, haven't we? So I think we can run that far. Let's get this done quickly. That's the stone, which we're not going to need, because we're going to, like, literally... if there were bigger stones, of course we would. Let's go grab the milk. And... which, unless I'm totally losing the plot, is about here. Doing well, we do the slurry, which I believe is around the other side. Now, I don't know if this is working. This was playing up again, wasn't it? It was last time we were on the water. What's water? What did we do the water for? What's this? For one of the processors, possibly. So slurry. Now, yeah, if not, we'll buy the manure. We know it's about 20 tonnes is what we used to get, but sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. So, no, that's not the slurry. That's the slurry there. Let's have a look. How much do we got this time? 2 tonnes. So it's, yeah, they're working, but no, oh no, now this time, legitimately, we've taken, oh yeah, but we've only just taken half the herd, so that wouldn't affect what was there already. So we will do what we have been doing, because that's not right. We will grab, we'll say 18 to 20 tonnes of manure, as we have been doing. We've not been cheating. Grab the milk and stick that in there. This is after all our main and most bestest business. This is a right cracker. Well, no, it's not. I won't say bestest. We have done a lot. I mean, the clothes are also going to be a cracking one. We've actually had a lot of irons in the fire, haven't we, really, when you think about it? On this farm, we've really done a lot. Right, milk. I'm not sure how much we'll get. Milk, we've got all of it out. Straw and food. It's all good. Oh, there's more slurry. More slurry. So we're up to 16 odd tons. Obviously, that's going to drop to next month, because seriously, oh yeah, we're obviously going to have to get bigger tankers for the other one, because obviously this is going to get less and that's going to get more. So these are going to stay here. We're going to have a second dairy built. Yeah, so we don't need that. We do need the slurry one again, and then we also need to grab a trailer for the manure. Again, that's going to get less and less. So, I'm trying to think. I think that one down there will do is fine for this up here. Right, slurry. And then we're going to grab, yeah, manure. There's the scanner. While that's filling, we'll go and grab one of those down that end. You will do nicely. I'm sure this is a 150. 175. Oh well, we can check this out. I think it's a medium tractor. It is. I thought it was. Where's the fence? I've not seen it. I know it's going to be around somewhere. I missed a blind as a bat. Just missed it somewhere. Is it up at the... No, the lorry's up at the top where this was. I don't think the fence is. Isn't the one on the field? Let's check this out. I think it's on the field. Yeah, he is. There we go. The little Welker. Isn't this the original one? I think it is. Wow, this is even struggling getting up the hill with a little Welker. Come on, John Deere. You're a 175 warrior. This is not a heavy load. Not yet. Right, left hand side. So we want to grab the manure. In fact, actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's go through, and then we'll grab... do we grab some TMR first, I think? And how much is there in here? 81, so 40 tons. It's a little welger. It's not exactly the type of... Yeah, this is more like for your little tiny bits of... Yeah, that is true, actually. This is not exactly the one that we want, is it? Something like that. Is this a lift? So glad we've got the cab over. This is... It's not my favourite. I do like the Roadrunner Plus, but it is a real... yeah, Adams Kong has made a cracking lorry. It is a real firm favourite of mine. I would say this was my second favourite lorry. It's the one I often turn to, especially to start from scratch, because it's not, and it's not just about the cheapness. It is a monster. The big one is absolutely ferocious. It's hard to actually not burst out. It literally just rips straight off. It's so powerful. Yeah, you'd have thought when I came down here before, yeah, I would have noticed that vent there, wouldn't you, really? But then this is me. I'll be able to do this next month. I can't remember if this is a lift. I think it is. Have a go. I'm sure this is a lift. So 40 tons of TMR, yeah, not manure. Slightly less than 40 though, really. That will do nicely. I might have clearance inside anyway if I'm a little bit careful. Go far enough in. Hit the edge of the TMR store. I think we can do it, but got to be a bit cleverer than that. Got to go in a bit further, I think. Yeah, easy do it. Oh. You were saying? Right, how much straw do we need? We need... Oh, that's the wrong one. Not a lot. Well, I think that's alright, actually, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that. Slurry's all gone now. So, now we need to grab a bit of manure and top it up to about 20 odd. No, do you know, we did got the welder for that. We did get that for that. Let's do the welder. So left hand side. You would have done this. It's a swivel axle. Nightmare. Mind you, I think we'd be able to probably get close enough if we do a sweep by like that. Yeah, look at that. This pot is weird because it did sort of work properly 1 month and then it went down to nothing and then it's gone back up to 2 and a bit tons, so I don't know. So we want 2.5 of these, so left hand side. Check to make sure we've got enough water. Can't remember which the water's for. Well, that's tipping. Let's have a look. So this is our, no it's not, it's this one here. It needs equal amount of water to slurry, and which it has actually got, and the solid fertiliser. Oh, now that's equal too, so we actually need more water. Herbicides, it all needs water, so actually that needs an awful lot. So let's grab some more. Now this is a John Deere with a very decent turning circle. Yeah, we do need that. Don't look too close, I'm a bit wrong. Nope. Some, don't know where this is. Manure. There's too many of these. That's it. Fantastic. 16 tons. So another half a ton, and that should be, yeah, 4 tons if possible. And we need to do another water run. It's very sedate, the Welga. I do like it as a bale trailer or as a starting trailer, and I've sort of grown to respect it a little, but it is so very slow, as well as being a swivel axle. Yeah, now that's me. Right, so 4 tons and a bit more water. That should wash the slurry away as well that we've got. So let's. Oh no, we don't leave it. Oh, not quite, but yeah, it is. I've got to be honest. The A2 Studios is very quick, and for an 8-ton trailer, that's not necessarily that easy to do. Right, let's go grab that because it does take an age. Go and grab that one. Ooh, another 12 tons. And this time there's a tiny bit more manure just appeared, so it's weird. I don't know. See what I mean? It's only just finished. Gordon Bennett. We'll leave this up here for it can do the manure run. So it's I think that's what I said though, isn't it? It is still a bit slow, really. It's only 8 tons. Its capacity is sort of really terribly small. There's not many farms, I think, where it really is. How much do we need? I would say at least, I think 2. So we can't quite get. You can. There's a neck to this. You've got to be the other way around. Yeah. There's often a way to do it where you can load and unload at the same time. That's the sweet spot. But obviously, we're on the. I was sort of in the best place in a way to be off the trigger, but in another way, you can fill and unload at the same time. Now we need to keep an eye on this. Ooh, okay. One more, I would say. And if we do it there, it should pretty much. So 39 tons of manure, 53 tons of slurry. That's selling always. We're going to leave that, and next session we are going to get the planting done. So it's been a cracker. We've achieved something, I feel. We've also got that field ready. We need to scan it, I know, but it's still another big field. Can't remember how. It does sort of shape it. It shows you one at a time. So if you click on like that, it's got a decent bone. Oh, that's a super field. Fantastic, it's nearly all loam, so that's going to be a cracking little a big field actually together. So this is our normal fields down this end. We're going to have a big grass field at the top. I think we're going to need more than one HX20 to actually do that properly, but I'm quite happy with the HX20, so I think we'll grab another one, which we will actually do. I think we've only got one, I'm sure we have. Yeah, we have, so let's grab another one. Mowers for the top. We might take that or the Massey, and that can be its proper job, I think. So yeah, I don't mind actually. I often have done that really in the past. Light system we will, but yeah, very rarely sort of do that. So this John Deere actually, again, it's not a very powerful one. That could also, this John Deere and that, or the little Massey, they can go up as dedicated mowers to the top, and then we're obviously still on the lookout for tractors down this end, although we have got the big one for planting and ripping and all that type of stuff. We've also got the 350, which is versatile and can go pretty much anywhere. This would say could probably forage. It's going to need a fairly meaty one at the top end, because that doesn't say it's got a big requirement, but it's... Now then, what is horsepower of this? Is it a 125? Is it a 150? I'm not sure. 135? I can't remember. It is 150, you were right. Yes, so the maximum I'm keeping down this end for the wall and that, we could take the other Massey, and that one can be the 170, that can be the one that goes and stays down at the other yard and looks after that, and that's the one that's going to do that. I'm going to keep the 70 tonner down there. 60 tonner we might keep up here with the lorry to assist, and that can be here, there and everywhere. Let's have a look in the sales, remind myself. I want to buy that really. Yeah, we will. Who is likely to do that? I'd say the fence. Let's do Fent green, I would say. F should be about there-ish. FG. Fleagle. Fortuna, Fiat, Fent. I think it's new green, but I'm not sure. Yep, I'm happy with that. But for that kind of cash, we'll try my best to use it. Fantastic. We don't need an 8-tonner. We don't. And that is where we're going to leave this session. Yeah, I'm going to try to get one of these in at least a week to keep it alive whilst the Around the World in 80 Days is, which is an awful long way through now. It's not proving to be the most popular, but I did always think it was a bit of a gamble. I wasn't sure. It's got a goodly amount of numbers for me. Yeah, if I get 20 viewers on a particular Let's Play, that's good, and I'm getting 20s, but sometimes it's 40s to 60s per session, so... And that's obviously early days, that's not counting ones that watch later on, it's just ones that watch like within a few days, so that's good. There's trains running in the back. Yeah, so... Also, you may notice that the quality of my videos should now be much better. That's because my broadband is faster and I can upload one without. I used to have to try to compress the graphics, which basically meant that the episode was a lot smaller for me to be able to do 2 a night. But now with my new broadband, I don't care. I can do quite a large file in a few minutes, so it's meaning that I can give you my absolute best quality graphics without any kind of loss or patchiness like it used to be. So I'm hoping you will notice that the quality of the graphics should be a lot better. I also ask for all of your opinions on, obviously, things that you like or things that you dislike about the way that I do things, and I'm not going to take that. This is not me trying to be like then having a go at you for like having a go at me. It's constructive criticism is what I'm asking for. What do you like? What is your opinion on what annoys you? What is good? I really would like to hear from you. Ways that I can improve the delivery of the content. This is the type of things there's some fundamentals that I won't change, and I know that makes my channel peculiar, But as I keep saying about chain of evidence, I do long time lapses so you can see that how I got from point A to point B is that how I earned that 800 grand. Like we did on this, all of that running around, you can see that each time I've done, and I've got 60 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand, you see each step of how I got to that point. That I'm not willing to change, but anything else, anything that annoys you, I am willing to change if it annoys you. So yeah, I really would like your feedback on ways to improve the channel and my delivery of the content. Yeah, that is this session over. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.